I'm Jenna Miscavige. I was born and raised in Scientology. I left when I was 21 years old and wrote a book about it. My uncle, David Miscavige, is the leader of Scientology, and this is my YouTube channel. Hi, you guys. I just came in from a walk, so I'm kind of messy and sweaty and my hair is messy. But I wanted to jump on here and do a video really quickly. I am trying to get more used to being on the camera so I can be more myself and more relaxed and less like overthinking every word that I say. So I'm going to be coming on here every day and trying to answer a question that I get in my comments. So if you guys have anything you guys really want to know, please put it in the comments. That will help me a lot. It will give me I don't know, a lot of options to see what I'm excited about. And I really want to do that. Also, I've been considering going live. I'm kind of afraid of it, but I like the idea of pushing myself, because when I'm afraid of something, it kind of makes me excited and it kind of boosts my energy. And I feel like in many of my videos, like I'm kind of very like chill and calm and relaxed. And I'm not really chill or calm or relaxed at all as a person. And I just like what I really want is to be able to be myself. And so I really want to work on that. It's not just for YouTube. It's not like you don't have to do it if you don't want to. No, this is for me. This is how I want to show up as myself in the world and be successful at it. And even if it's hard, like I don't want that to stop me. So please help me by asking whatever questions you want. And yeah, it will be fun, hopefully. Okay. So the question I have for today is, it says, are you in counseling? It helps all of us to get help and perspective. Life is hard with so many challenges. Getting help is something to make things get better. Feeling alone can be scary and normal, but to cope, you can need help. Okay. This is from Maggie Rose Lee. And the answer is that I have had a lot of counseling in my life since I've left Scientology. I didn't for a while. I didn't at first, but the last few years I have. And at first it felt very helpful. And, people say you have to find the right therapist. But the truth is that in the last couple years, I've had at least 4 therapists, and not one of them has ever said, you need to do cognitive behavioral therapy. You need to do DBT. You need to do EBT or whatever the rapid eye movement thing is that you do that helps with trauma. None of them have said, you have complex trauma. I'm not qualified to help you with this. But this is, as a professional, as a mental health professional, I know more than you about mental health. And so I'm going to recommend that you go here. None of them have said, I just do talk therapy where you have complex trauma. This is more complicated, but this is what you need. This is where you should go. It's always just been like just talking. And it's usually been, and so then it puts like, if it's not working, then the impetus has been on me to be like, oh, what condition do I have? What do I need? And it's sort of like I'm like shooting in the dark. Like these are mental health professionals who I believe should at least know what they don't know and should at least know better than me about mental health. Something that has cost me a lot of money. Like, I mean, upwards of $100 an hour that I've done time after time, scheduled around. And in many cases, it's like, okay, what's going on this week? And then I'm like, blah, 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 this has happened. And they're like, okay, do you have anxiety or depression? And I'm like, well, I don't know. You tell me. Like, I'm here for help. Like, I'm not going to diagnose myself. You tell me what I need. Or I'll just get out everything bad that happened and then I'll be in a mood and then I'll be like, okay, time's up. And to be honest, this has happened over and over again. Or even I've been in many situations where I've had a therapist and I have told my story and then they tell me how their day went. And I don't want to be rude, but I'm paying upwards of $120 an hour to listen to their story. Really, I need help. I don't have the tools. I don't know my own blind spots. I need somebody to help me. And it winds up with me being the person who's listening. And so the answer is that I'm not in therapy right now. And it's because I've tried really hard and it has not been successful. There have been times when it has been very successful to me and helpful up to a point. And this doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it again. It doesn't mean that I don't recommend it. I do. But I do wish that there was more responsibility on the part of mental health providers to be like, No, you have this and I can't help you with it." I really wish that that was a thing, because otherwise someone's just sort of like taking my money and it's not what I need. And it actually is really hard to tell somebody about your whole history of Scientology and your whole life. It's really complicated. It has its own language. And it's like, I'm not volunteering it to them, like they're asking. And then for it to be like, okay, you have anxiety. No, that's not all that it is, most likely. Or not offering real tools outside of it. Like they'll even be like, I need you to do like you should do mindfulness. You should meditate. It's like, okay, where, how? Like give me the tools. Tell me what to do. And that just almost never happens. It's just like a chit chat conversation, which to be frank, many more of my friends are more helpful in that regard. They're more invested because they actually love me and care about me. So right now I'm taking a break from therapy, and it's not because I don't need it, but it's because it's hard to get the help that I need in this field. It's hard to find someone. And I have a busy life. I have a job. I have kids. And it is hard to dedicate more time to something that hasn't been what you need it to be. So I have many other things that people are suggesting to me right now that I want to try because, I want to be the best version of myself. But that's the truthful answer to that question. And I could come on here and be like, yes, everyone should do therapy. It's great. Therapy is great. And be basically like politically correct about everything. But I want to be honest. And that's been my genuine experience. And so, yeah, that's the truthful answer. All right. Well, that is all I have for today. I'm going to hang out with another friend. So I want to get all my friend activities in this weekend before it's back to the grind. So thank you so much for listening. And please let me know in the comments if you think that it would be more fun to do live chats, and let me know just any question you have, personal, Scientology. I just want to try to do this repeatedly. I want to overcome this hump for myself and I want to get better at it. And so, yes, please help me. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.